Fast forward, I look at all my options, I vet everything that we're doing, and I determine, okay, I think for me at age 55, the best thing for me to do is just have the radical prostatectomy surgery, which is just the complete removal of the prostate. It seemed like everything was isolated in the prostate at that time. They said it was early. To me, I'm like, okay, will I still be able to have the functionality, you know what I'm saying, of me and my wife? You know, will we still be able to have intimacy?
When you say functionality, you like, do I still get erect? Do my things still get together?
And real talk, that's part of what people don't talk about.
Yeah.
That when you're watching all the football TV commercials and in between, and you hear, if you're suffering from ED,
if you got ED, that could be a form of prostate cancer.
If you have,
like, you might be something there.
If you have ED, I wouldn't say if you have ED, you could have prostate cancer. I will say that there are symptoms that if you go to the bathroom a lot, you could just have an enlarged prostate.
If
you got to pee, you know, I used to joke, I would go pee or whatever, and then after I pee and shake or whatever, felt like, I'm not done, let me pee more or whatever. That's normally because of enlarged prostate. And some people just have enlarged prostate, but that could also be signs. Here's what people do. They say, oh, I'm getting older. That's what they'll say.
But on a questionnaire, before you go get the test, they ask me all these questions.
Yeah.
Can you get erect? Like how often do you climb? Do you ejaculate? They was asking all these different questions. Do you
have difficulty? What is the strength of your erection? Stuff like
all
that. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I was like, sheesh.
And so me and Mrs. Jordan, like that's a tough conversation, you know what I'm saying, to have, because we're like, okay, going into this, having your prostate removed. If people aren't aware, the prostate does a couple of things. The prostate is the signal in your body that sends blood flow to your penis for an erection. So when something is like, hey, or whatever, the prostate is the thing that says, hey, send blood flow here.
Game time.
Yeah, game time.
Get up.
The second thing, right, that's facts.
Let's go.
The second thing the prostate does is it creates semen. So I had a vasectomy right after my last daughter, Samantha, was born. So 12, 13 years ago, I had a vasectomy. So I don't have sperm, but I still would have semen. Okay, now you don't have a prostate. Now you don't create semen anymore. So now orgasms are up here because there's no visible evidence that you ejaculate. Like it doesn't happen anymore. So it signifies to the body, hey, erection time. It signifies the creation of semen. It lets you know when you have to go to the restroom. So because it's been the way it was explained to me is your prostate and your bladder have been dancing partners your entire life.
Okay.
So what happens is when you drink, or if you're sitting here now and we're in the middle of the interview, you're like, man, I really got to go pee. I feel like I got to go pee now. You would get up and go pee. Or if you're sitting here, you could be saying, you know what? I got about probably a good hour before I need to go to the restroom. Like you can feel in your body, because your prostate and your bladder, as your bladder feels, it talks to your prostate, and your prostate tells you it's time to go to the bathroom. When you don't have a prostate anymore, your bladder has no way of communicating to the brain when you got to go to the bathroom, which is what is called incontinence. It's where men, when they realize they have to go to the bathroom and it's too late, like, they get to the bathroom and they wet themselves, or they have it's because when you don't have a prostate, it's not communicating with the bladder. And so that's another piece. These are all the things that me and my wife are navigating through. They teach men how to have Kegels. Kegel exercise is the same thing that women do after they have a baby to re-strengthen their uterine walls and stuff like that. And so for me, I started Kegling early without even knowing I was going to do the surgery. I started Kegling early, just trying to strengthen my prostate floor, my pelvic floor, so that literally after I did choose to have the surgery or whatever, it was like a week afterwards. I didn't have to wear diapers. I was good. And I've known men who've struggled with incontinence for months, 6 months, a year, because the walls were not strong enough. And when they got to go to the restroom, you know, they either have to wear diapers or it's just, it's very difficult for them. So anyway,